Welcome everyone to another episode of To Play or Not to Play. That is the question that we will be answering today on this title. Very interesting title of Warhammer Underworld. So, this is a deck builder, but in a card style trading card game-ish. There's a lot of ishes. Lots and lots of ishes going on here. But, yeah, we're going to run through the tutorial because this game, I'm going to be honest with you, confuses the crap out of me. So, I watched a good bunch of videos, I played a little bit. Now, for those of you guys that are all about Warhammer, you may be just all in on this. So, we're going to go through the tutorial again and see, okay, how to win. The winner of a match is the player who has collected the most glory points, not glory hole points, glory points, by the end phase round 3. Okay, so everybody knows what that is, right? All right, here we go. There are 2 ways for players to gain a glory token. Defeat an enemy fighter or claiming an objective card, okay? Camera controls. Drag the mouse, move the camera. You can move the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, which is kind of cool. You can also use WASD. Now, warbands are made up of varying numbers of fighters with different strengths and abilities. Each warband is controlled by a single player. Okay, so those are the bad guys. Each turn, you activate one of your fighters as you seek glory and triumph in Shadespire. Your fighters have 3 main characteristics. Move. So you see here, we've got this little move option. So you got 3. This is the number of hexes your fighter can move on each activation. Defense, the number of dice your fighter rolls, and the required dice symbol, blank or blank, when defending against an attack. Okay? And wounds, the total damage they can endure before they are taken out or destroyed. Okay, so activation charge actions. During your activation, you can choose to charge with one of your fighters. A charge is a move action, followed immediately by an attack action. Let's get Angarad to charge and attack Zarkus. Or Zarkus. Zarkus. There you go. Okie dokie. So, charge action. Select Angarad. Okay. Click on her signature hammer. It's this thing. Sorry. Sigma right hammer, not signature, and then click on him to confirm the charge. Charge tokens. When a fighter performs a charge action, they receive a charge token. If a fighter has this token, it means they cannot be activated again until the next round. Knowing that a fighter can't be activated again in a round is a very important rule in Warhammer Underworlds Online. Okie dokie. So we're going to charge. Let's get it nice and close. Okay, now, attack dice. When a fighter attacks an enemy, they roll attack dice to determine if their attack actually hits. Attack dice have the following 6 sides. This, which is 1 time, this is 2 time, this is 1 time, this is 1 time, 1 time. Okie dokie. There's our little dice right there. You'll see that 2 sides of the die have this symbol. That means you're likely to roll this. This is very important to consider when making attacks. The number of dice a fighter rolls during an attack is equal to the dice characteristics of the attack action they selected. You guys are all following along right now, right? You guys, you've taken all of this in? All of it? You got it all? This all makes complete and total sense, right? Yeah, me neither. Alright. Angarad is using her Sigma right hammer. She is rolling 3 attack dice and needs to roll smash symbols to succeed. She has rolled 2 successes. So let's zoom out and see what we got. There we go. There's our 2 successes. Get back out there. Okie dokie. Defense dice. When defending against an attack, fighters roll defense dice to try and block the attack and prevent the damage. Defense dice have the following 6 sides. This, and this. Okie dokie. Now, you'll notice that 2 sides of the die have this symbol. This means you're more likely to roll this. This is very important to remember when choosing a fighter to defend a position. Okay. The number of defense dice a fighter rolls is equal to the target's defense characteristic. Okay. Zarkus is rolling 1 defense dice. He is looking for a block results to help successfully defend. He gets 1 success. Successful attack and damage. If the attacker rolls more successes than the defender, the attack succeeds and the defender takes damage. Angerad's 2 smash beats Zarkus' single block, so Zarkus takes 2 damage. There you go. All of that for just those 2 damage. Now, this is where things get crazy. Damage and wounds. When a fighter takes damage, they gain wound tokens. If a fighter gains wound tokens equal to or more than their total wound characteristic, they are taken out and removed from play. Zarkus has taken 2 damage. Only another 2 damage is needed to take him out completely. If an attack is a success or a draw, the attacker can choose to drive back the defender, pushing their target 1 hex from them. Well, of course we want to do that. Let's push him over here, in front of him. Okay. Sensing an opportunity, Chartok charges in to attack the surprisingly aggressive Stormcast. He makes a little loopity-loop around. Alright. Gortok is using his Gore Axe attack. He is rolling 2 attack dice and needs to roll smash symbols to succeed. He has rolled only 1 success. Angerad is rolling 1 defense dice. She is looking for block symbols to successfully defend. She also gets 1 success. An attack will fail if there are no successes in the attack roll, or if there are equal or more successes in a defense roll. Fortunately, Angerad, 1 block is enough to stop Gartok's 1 smash attack. She will not take any damage. However, because Gartok and Angerad rolled the same number of successes during an attack, Gartok still gets to drive Angerad back 1 hex. Do your worst, sir. Yeah, suck it. Okay. Inspiration. In certain circumstances, your fighter can become inspired, improving their stats and abilities. Angerad and the rest of the Steelheart's champions become inspired whenever they roll a block or a critical success while defending an attack. Because Angerad rolled 1 block while defending against Zarkus' attack, she becomes inspired, gaining extra defense stats and an additional attack action. Dun dun dun! Emerging from the fog of Severin Steelheart, the leader of Steelheart's champion. With stoic determination, he strides towards the cries of battle. Charge tokens. Since Angerad has a charge token, she is unable to move or attack for the rest of the round. Instead, we will move Severin closer to the action. During your activation, you can choose to perform a move action with one of your fighters, allowing them to move a number of hexes up to their move characteristic. Severin has a move range of 3 hexes. Select Severin, highlight a hex on the board, click the move button to confirm the action. Here we go. Move tokens. When a fighter performs a move action, they receive a move token. If a fighter has this token, it means they cannot move again or charge until the next round. However, unlike a charge token, fighters with move tokens can still attack. Very important. That means if somebody comes in my range, I can lay the smackdown on them, giving them a little booty smack. Ignoring his wounds, Zarkus whips his head around to the armor-clad newcomer. He charges forward with bloodshot eyes and a crazed scream. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh. A blank symbol on either attack dice or defense dice, a critical success. The defender rolls more critical successes than their attacker. The defender automatically blocks the attack action, regardless of the number of successes on the attack roll. Zarkus rolled 2 smashes, but Severin's single critical success allowed him to defend against the attack. Oh, Severin, you super duper smooth mother flipper. So because Severin rolled 1 critical success while defending against Zarkus' attack, he becomes inspired and gains extra defense stat and an additional attack action called the Mighty Swing. Animations are cool though. So because I'm here, I can still attack. Since Severin has a move token, he's unable to move or charge for the rest of the round. However, Zarkus is standing right next to him, and he can still attack. Select Severin. Click his Sargamite broadsword attack. Click on Zarkus. Oh, a critical hit! Okay, both Severin and Zarkus rolled a critical success, so they will cancel each other out. However, since Severin also rolled an additional smash, this attack will succeed. Ta-da! Taken out of action. Once a fighter has dealt damage equal to their wound characteristic, they are taken out of action. The player who took the fighter out of action will gain a glory point. Not to be confused with glory holes. Glory point. This is glory. It can be gained by taking out enemy fighters and scoring objective cards. Whichever side has the most glory points at the end of the match is declared the winner. Dun dun dun! Alright, drawn by the smell of slaughter, Riptooth, the Fleshhound, leaps in from the shadows. Oh, disgusting. Pig beast. Following in the footsteps of his leader, Oberyn the Bold steps onto the battlefield. Oberyn is too far away to charge any enemies, but we can move him closer, so the next round he can begin and be in striking distance. Select him. Let's move him to here, because that's where they're telling us to go, and click the little move icon. Once again, you guys are all following along, right? Wherever Riptooth is, Magor Redhand is never too far away. The leader of the Fiends vows to drown this battlefield in blood. Alright, butthole. The end of the round. So each side gets 4 activations before a round ends. When the round ends, all charge and move tokens are removed. This means fighters can charge, move, and attack again next round. Well, alright. At the start of the new round, each player rolls 4 dice to determine who gets to go first. The player who rolls the highest number of critical successes wins and gets to choose which player goes first. If both players are tied for the most critical successes, or no player has rolled any, then the player with the most single supports wins. If players are still tied, then the winner is the player with the most double supports. Alright, roll the dice. Well. Excuse me. You won the roll-off with 1 critical success more than your opponent. You will now choose who goes first. In this tutorial, you're going to take the first turn this round. Okay. Why, thank you. Guard action. During your activation, you can choose to perform a guard action with one of your fighters. This will allow that fighter to count both block and dodge results when defending against an attack. Putting a fighter on guard is useful when they are at risk of getting attacked and you want to minimize the chance of them taking damage. A unit on guard will succeed on defense rolls when rolling both block and dodge results. Didn't they just say that? Wasn't that redundant? Okay, select Severin and click the guard button. Alright. Gortok seeks to succeed when it's failed. He launches himself at Severin for the glory of corn on the cob. If you have a friendly fighter adjacent to the attacker, they can give support to your defense rolls. Results of single support will count as successes. If you have 2 allies adjacent, the double support also counts. Okay. We do have the 1. Oh! Thanks to being on guard and guard support, 7 rolls dodge and a single support. Both count as successes. He's able to easily defend of Gartok's attack. So now we get to jack him up. How you position and move your fighters will have a massive impact on whether you can take advantage of support during attack or defense rolls. Okay. Keeping your fighters adjacent or close to each other increases your chances of being able to have single supports or even double supports count as successes. Okay. Support can also work for attacks. For example, Angard will get support from Severin if she attacks Gartok. Any single support results in her attack rolls will count as successes. Alright, select. Give me my hammer. Smack-a-doozle. Oh, that's a big hitski. Yeah. You get a little rock me on my Danish. More support is better. Having more support than your enemy. If your fighter has one more supporting fighter than their enemy, they get to count single support as successes. If your fighter have 2 or more supporting fighters than your enemy, they can count both single and double as successes. If both you and your enemy have the same number of supporting fighters during an attack, then neither fighter counts double or single successes as successes. You guys getting all this? You taking it all in? You got it all? All right. Some fighters have special abilities, such as Gartok, who can never be driven back by an attack even if it succeeds. Okay? So, without warning, Riptooth rushes forward to take a bite out of Oberon. Oh, get knocked back and I took 2 damage. He warned, Magor and all his fighters inspire when they inflict damage. Oh boy. Okay. Multiple targets. Some attacks have the ability to strike all adjacent enemy fighters. Your fighter will attack each enemy adjacent to them in any order you choose until they have attacked them all once or something interrupts them. Select Severine, Mighty Swing. Click on Riptooth to start the action, and we're just going to do a little spin to win, baby. Oh, the bastard dodged. Mighty Swing targets all adjacent enemies. Oh, you're dead. So select which adjacent enemy fighter, Gartok or Riptooth, you wish to attack first. Bloodthirsty War, Magor charges directly at the leader of the Steelheart's champions. Come on. Come at me, bro. Yeah, you got nothing. What? Alright. Some attacks have the cleave ability, which allows them to ignore any block results. Ah, that's what happened. Magor attack has cleave, which unfortunately is why Severine's 2 blocks did not protect him. Some attacks have knockback ability, which allows them to drive an enemy back an additional hex on a successful attack. Select Oberon. The Grand Hammer. Hit Riptooth. Coming in hot, brother. Oh! Drive your target back 2 squares. We did 3 damage? Old smack-a-doozle. With the 4 servants of Khorne, only Magor and Riptooth remain, but they are currently too spent to launch another assault. If you find all your fighters have a charge token, or are unable to activate any of them for any reason, you may have to skip your activation and wait until the next round. Notice that all the enemy fighters have charged this round. Cannot be activated. Magor's Fiends still have 1 last activation left, which they will now choose to skip. Okay. End of tutorial. In this tutorial, we played through the first 2 rounds of a game of Warhammer Underworlds Online. A normal game consists of 3 rounds, with each player getting 4 activations each round to move and activate their fighters. With only 12 activations during an entire match, it's important to use those activations wisely. In this tutorial, you learned the basic activations: move a fighter, attack with a fighter, charge with a fighter, move plus attack, put a fighter on guard, and skip your activation. Good stuff. In the next tutorial, we will be introducing power cards and objective cards. These are important to understand and master if you want to gain glory and defeat your enemies in the Mirrored City. Alright. Well, you guys die, we win, you suck. Cause we've got the glory, we got glory tokens, la 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 la. Alright, patch notes. Bunch of stuff going on there. So there we go. Then you got all the different factions you can be over here, which is pretty awesome. Not sure how this works. Oh, create. Oh, so you can create your own? Kind of cool. Create your own deck. Deck is not saved. Are you sure you want to discard the change? Yes, because... Get out of here. There you go. Patch notes. Minor hotfix. Alright, guys. Well, there is your look at it. Now, here's what I'm going to say. This is a to-play or not-to-play video. So, I didn't play all of these because, to be honest, for me, it was way too much to pick up for a game that I know I'm not going to continue to play. So for me personally, the game is not to play. Now, for somebody who absolutely loves Warhammer and is all about a Warhammer card-based game that has these cool animations and this board, you know, basically it's Warhammer chess type of thing, I would say you're probably all in on this. You're going to love it. It's going to be to play. So I can't say that it's for, you know, for everybody it's to play, but I can also say that it's not for everybody as a not to play. So I know that's me playing, you know, both sides of the fence, but for me personally, it's not to play. For you, it might be to play. Hopefully this helped you and make that decision. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Love hearing from you guys. Love seeing those comments. Keep them up. And have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time.